we go. Sea salt. Sea salt. Doing Cecil. Cecil bird. That foot all about, huh? That foot all about. What you doing over there, bucket boy? Yeah, buttons don't work. Here you go. What's up, bucket? You're the second bucket boy. The KK bucket boy.
So our first chatter is here. It's Cheryl Kincaid. So hello, good to see you.
Hello, Sam. Uh-oh. He's in the
And
bottom.
Falcon is here as well. Oh, he fell.
No, he let himself down.
Oh, okay.
He wants to play down there, but he can't get out, so I have to wait until he kind of lets me know he wants out. Mander, you have anything to say? You were talkative on the way out. Mander. Nobody out
Yes.
here to bother you except your aunties.
Has Manda grumpy Wednesday? No, he comes over.
No,
Happy boy.
no, he's in a good mood today. He's all fired up. Probably because we had that tech come to fix the internet problem. It was RF interference. He said, you've been here for a while. They keep putting up more and more towers, and it interferes with the signal. So he had to put us on a different channel.
Mm-hmm.
It was messy.
As long as the serviceman hasn't worn a hoodie.
No, no, he didn't. No, he was your typical tech. He probably wouldn't have even said two words to me if he hadn't if I hadn't been a tech before too. So
Mm.
are you having fun whacking that against the phone? Are you? You
I'm
know
not
you
sure if
can't
I
sit.
have said hello to Rosebud. So hello, Rosebud. Good to see you. And Jocelyn Trickle is also here in chat. Oh no, and looks like Cinnamon had a blood feather last night and she had to stop the bleeding. Oh no, poor guy.
Yeah,
That sounds scary.
yeah. There's a certain type of hemostat that's the best to remove the feather. You need to remove the actual feather from the base when that happens. Um, if you shoot me an email, I will send you a picture of the kind you need to get. They're not, they can work on large or small birds. They're not that big. Will you quit whacking me in the head while I'm trying to do a video? Come here, let go. Get off the arm. You are such a pest. Cute though, not a pest. The difference with this hemostat is it has a V at the end. So it's meant to clamp down capillaries. So it's not terribly big. They're only about 5 inches long. But you can grab the feather with that and then slowly pull, and it won't release. You'll definitely pull the feather off. So the problem with trying to stop the bleeding at the feather, it may work sometimes, but we're talking high pressure blood. It's just like trying to stop when you break a water hose, trying to stop the water from coming out. There's a lot of pressure behind it. So best to pull them. Would you get off my arm? This is the fourth time I've had you get off my arm, and you just keep climbing back up. I know. You like that. What about the other arm? You could use the other arm. Nope. Well, I'm going to put this one up in the air then, so you can't get on it. It makes it really hard to hold the phone. Oh, he throws his toy down now. That's not what I wanted, so I'm going to toss my toy. I'm going to toss my toy. The thing to remember when you're pulling one of those feathers is you have to go above. There's a little sheath that comes off the follicle. You have to go above that. You'll see a little line there, and then you have to pull slowly. Don't yank because you can damage the follicle if you yank at it. So you just pull slowly till it pops out. When it pops out, there's a little valve in there to stop the bleeding. So
Rosebud would like to know if KK is back in the bucket. I think so.
there he is.
And watched by Cecil.
Yeah, people's watching.
Mm. As long as he doesn't poop in the bucket. Oh, Cecil? No, he's your friend, isn't he?
He's not going to do that.
No, he's a lovely bird. Must give them the tree hollow feeling they have in the wild.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it does. What are you doing there, big boy? There's another bucket. Now you want to watch him, huh? I would definitely not climb down in there. I wouldn't do that. I think you know that, though. It looks like he wants to go down in there, but he won't do it. Yep, you're gonna do it? No, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no, you guys. Cheryl said everybody has carrot grains to munch on. Actually, I prefer the carrot over the carrot green. How is it with the cockatoos? What do they prefer?
Most of these guys were not raised on greens, so they don't like them.
Mhm.
I put them in there and they ignore them. I've got a few that eat greens. Bob eats greens. Cecil will eat greens. There's one more. KK will eat greens. That's it. Everybody else just lets them sit and wilt. They won't touch
I do like green salad, but the green of carrots. We would consider that in Germany as rabbit food.
them.
I think they like it, but they also like the carrot in front of it. Oh, Cheryl says her birds prefer the greens. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just joking a bit here, Ren. Since I don't know that carrot thing and rabbits and it's close to Easter. So I like to do carrot muffins at this time of the year, usually the whole year since I love my carrot muffins. I have different recipes. I have one with you also add yogurt and orange juice to it. So this has another flavor as the usual carrot cake one makes with nuts. But carrots in a cake in muffins are really great.
Well, these guys will eat carrot muffins or carrot cakes, no problem.
And then you can put this decor carrot on it.
Hey, hey! Not eating the shoe. No. You can come up, but no eating the shoe. No. Oh, just needed the elevator, did you?
Oh yeah, Rosebud mentions that Maxwell bird also likes carrot juice, drinking carrot juice, sip of carrot juice. Mm.
This guy, his favorite food is edamame, so
Mm.
first thing he goes for.
Does that come originally from Japan?
Where did soy originate? I think it was Oriental, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
but
they've used it
in
for thousands of
special
years. So
edamame.
edamame is just soybean in the shell.
But edamame is a Japanese word, therefore I wondered
Hmm? No,
if
just
it
soybean.
a special species which originates from.
Nope. No,
Nope.
just soybean. Will you stop? What are you being so aggressive for today? Stop it. You have to eat my shoe. Now you're going to eat my clothing. Cecil, what are you doing?
Cheryl says we share all the veggies here, makes it easy.
It's Cecil the cockatoo. Come here. Let's do it. Come here. Now you're getting all weird. Come here. Come on. You need that. You need to calm down.
Oh,
Come
the
here.
Cecil song.
He's Cecil the cockatoo. Hello. He's Cecil the cockatoo. Hello. Strong to the finish because he eats his spinach. He's Cecil the cockatoo. Yeah, I can't. My voice is just shattered. Hot peppers will do it to you, I guess. What are you doing? What are you? No, you're not eating my shirt. Stop it. You're just a
Mhm.
little pest today. You're throwing feathers at me to get my attention or what?
And by the way, where are the aunties? I see Manda all the time. What is Auntie Shook Shook? And oh, they are back there.
Well,
Mm.
one of them is. The other one's sitting right here.
Oh,
Tigger's sitting right next to me.
mm. But looks like Manda has a good time. So yeah, the other bird is Lucy back there. The not so rowdy crew.
Well, I didn't want to bring out any rowdy ones because I got him to come out today, and
Yeah,
he'll go in when I bring the rowdy ones out. So,
we want to have Manda back.
Cecil, would you leave my shoe alone? Come on. No, we're not playing that game right now. Cut it out. His girlfriend, Lorelai, has been just off the wall. I bring her out here and I have to chase her around for a while because she gets all wild. Go after everybody for a little while. Then she calms down, but for the first 10 minutes, he's giving me exercise chasing her, so and yelling, "No, Lorelai, no, stop it, no, Lorelai." Right, Mander? He says, "Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen Lorelai."
Lovely feathers.
Bob is still being unpredictable. I mean, he's predictable, and you know that he's going to wait until he has an opportunity to try to bother somebody and then do it. But he went after Lucy, and now I can't have him out with Lucy. Well, he can be out here when Lucy's out because he won't get up on the road. He just doesn't do that much. Once in a while, it's pretty rare. He likes to run around on the aviary bars and on the cement. That's where he'll run around. So, but inside, I can't have him out with her unless they're both on. She's up on a rope and he's on my lap, or if she's on one side of my lap and he's on the other, and I've got a hand on him. That's about the only way I can do it. I don't think he's going to stop doing it either. As much as I work on it,
Mm.
he does it. He does it less. I can get him to do it less, but I can't get him to stop. So he's a headstrong boy. What are you doing? Come here. You're bothering him. I know you are. Come here. You just have to bother
Mhm.
somebody, don't you? I don't think you need to wave the toy at him. Let him play if he wants to play in there. Little monster. Someone has an itch.
Mm. I guess my
You can
birds
go.
do have aged. Both of them are still molting, and now the
No,
new feathers start to grow in.
you're not going to go up there and bother him. No, no, you're not. Come here. Come here. Big pest. He's having a good time. He doesn't need you to stand over him and beat a toy against the bucket, silly bird. Keeping them friends is difficult because I have to make sure that Cecil doesn't show too much of his Cecil Hyde personality to Gig. If he starts doing that, then there's issues. We don't want those issues, do we? You guys are friends right now. We want to leave it that way, don't we? Don't we? You're a good bird, Cecil. You're a little strange, but you're a good boy.
Mm.
Lucy, wake up. Lucy. Lucy.
Lucy, you missed the whole meeting.
She's half asleep. What are you doing over there? They never go more than half asleep, but she's blinking her eye. I'm just about out. Commander, you're back.
Mm. So Jocelyn is telling us that it was Cinnamon's first night fright, and that next month he will be 1 year old. Oh my, times time goes by so fast.
Yeah, it does. Where are you going?
I know night frights are scary.
If I was evil, I would just go like that. But I won't do it. I'm
Mm.
not evil.
Maybe you don't
It's just
have to be evil.
no. The only way he'll go into that bucket is if he wants to. He knows how to hang on. So.
The thing is, he hangs there with only one claw, as far as I can see.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
With one claw. That's how he hangs there. No, it wouldn't be good if he fell in that bucket. There's not enough room for two at the bottom. So
So GTH is here. Hello and welcome, GTH.
Hey, GTH. I talked to the tech on our internet, and I asked him about them. They're laying fiber optic right now, and they're still in stage one. They're running fiber optic along the above ground where it's above ground, which is around here. I think they're done this section, but then they're burying it where they have to bury it. I said not to do that to him, and no, get down. No, no, yeah, no, get up there. Come on. Little pass. So once they get everything laid in the ground or above ground where they're going, then they'll start putting in the substations and hooking that all up to their servers. And then so they're looking at fall. Maybe by the end of the year we'll have available fiber optic.
Ooh.
You talk to a geek, you hit something they like what he started telling me the whole. He gave me the whole skinny and what was going down in less than a minute. So.
GTH isn't sure about that. He says above ground fiber in that heat.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about that either. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I guess I know to insulate it. There's a number of issues about this area. The clay in the ground makes it tough too. I think burying things in the ground here isn't the easiest thing to do. I mean, you could dig the hole, but to actually make a hole where the ground isn't shifting and that kind of thing would be difficult. They went down, it looked like about 15 feet to finish this road up not too far from here. They were redoing it and they dug and they tamped it down, and then they dug and they tamped it down. You're going to do it again? No, you're not going to do it again. Stop it. You don't know.
So we have Pie Girl in the chat. So hello and welcome, Pie Girl. And Lisa Banerjee joined us. So hello, good to see you.
Hello.
Oh, and GTH tells us that they finally got Starlink. He says it's quite the upgrade from 2 MB to DSL.
Yeah, I had thought about Starlink. The problem with Starlink, anytime you're dealing with satellite, is that you got the latency between the ground and the satellite. So, 6 seconds up and 6 seconds down. And if you're trying to do live video, this could be a problem. So I could get higher speeds, but I'm not so sure I want the latency. I'm not sure how that's going to work when you're trying to do live.
Probably works just as fine, I guess.
No, there's a 6 second delay up and down. So
yeah, but there's a delay anyway. I mean, that's why I have two windows open, and sometimes there's a glitch in the matrix when I talk about something which happened for the viewer already, since I don't talk to the picture I see. I talk to the little picture I see in the Zoom call. So
yeah, I think, but you're not talking about latency from the video I'm taking here to the router and out to the source where it gets broadcast, the local ISP. I have right now 23 seconds milliseconds latency. If I'm using Starlink, I will have 6 seconds of latency. That's what I don't want. The difference between 23 milliseconds and 6 seconds is huge.
I know, but I wonder if it really affects then at the end, since if it actually reaches the viewer a couple of seconds later or not, it's not that.
No, it does. It goes out 6 seconds later. Yeah, it goes up in the sky and back down. That's the problem. So that's where I want to get involved in that. I just wish they would be getting us the fiber sooner. Hardwired is always the best. Latency here isn't too bad because we're not it's not broadcasting over a great distance, so our latency here is not bad,
Mm.
but
We have the luck here in many regions that they have a technique. So if you have television over cable, then you can get over that same technique, basically super fast internet, which comes more or less close to fiber. If you
yeah,
don't have
cable.
that, then you're ruined in Germany.
Yeah,
Since
cable. You're talking
until
cable
they come
internet.
along with
Yeah.
the fiber, uh,
GF, as far as hardline, the worst is DSL for hardline, and then goes cable, and then comes fiber. Um, so fiber is obviously fast, but you're having fun. Are you geeking out on the bucket while we're geeking out on internet? And I've done a lot of in the old days when I was going out. I've done a lot of service on people with internet. On They had no choice but to use satellite internet, and it's never been. It's always been a little sketchy. Anytime there's a storm or something, we don't get much of that, but you're going to have a problem with this stormy weather. Stop it! That's my feet. Yeah, you're just being a little Mr. Cecil Hyde today, aren't you? Where did Cecil Jekyll go? Now I have him just Cecil Hyde.
we could let Bob dig the hole for the fiber.
Yeah.
General, the Tritons, I think 100 meter per hour, no problem. Dig, dig, dig,
Pretty,
dig, dig, dig.
pretty much.
Mm. Direct connection to China.
They matter. Staying close to get
GTH
petted,
says
aren't they?
approximately 43 milliseconds ping to mayor websites with Starlink. This comment is not sponsored.
Yeah, yeah. Well, uh, Amy, you're into physics, so you would know that there's no way you can get that kind of latency if you're going up in space and bouncing off a satellite back down to Earth. But they may say that there's that kind of latency. I don't know how they're calculating it, but yeah, that's like saying that you can drive a car from here to California in 6 minutes. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, you have to deal with physics. Even light only travels so fast, and you're.
But I'm not informed about Starlink. I just read what GTH says here that
I
Starlink is
know, I
low
know.
orbit and blah. So I have no idea. I've never really got into all this Starlink. Yeah, I know that signals speed is limited. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we have all these really funny, complicated theories in physics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
That
I
that actually that in every inertia the speed of light is the same makes it a little bit more complicated than it used to be.
we know about the speed of sound, for example. You know that when a train goes by, it goes. "Ah," you hear the sound change, right? The Doppler effect, and we're not sending light beams up to the satellites. So we're sending radio waves basically. And they're in that range. And I actually have a certification in that department since I'm a ham operator in the general class. You have to understand about latency and the different layers that the signals have to go through to get to satellites and all that because amateur radio guys talk to the space station and that kind of thing. So
Uh, Rosebud Atkins just mentions that our service is so bad that dial was more reliable. Or yeah, dial up was more reliable.
yeah, I was surprised at how reliable the service is here. You're back on there again? Get off of there. Second, I take my eyes off him. He picks up another thing and starts, of course, taking them, ignoring them. But you don't need to be up there doing that. I'm just pissing you off, aren't I? I'm just upsetting you by not letting you do what you want to do. You're messing with him, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to do it. Yeah, I had to take. I don't know. There's what 300 for the general class. I think there's 1,200 questions, and they choose from each class. It's around 300 on the test, but it's pretty technical. The part that made me laugh the most, though, is when they were talking about you do not want to be in front of a microwave signal, right? So, which is what we call a 10-meter frequency, which is what cell phones are, right? You put them right up to your head, and you're basically, it's emanating microwaves into your brain. But I mean, that's only 1 watt, but still. Now, when you're doing ham radio, if you have a handheld transceiver, they're at 5 watts. It's the maximum you can get on a handheld, because they don't want you putting 100 watt next to your head. For vehicles, you can get 50 or 150 watt. I got a 50-watt vehicle for emergencies. That's something else. You think, ham radio, that's kind of old hat. It may be, but if there was an EMP and it knocked out everything else, and you happen to have a transceiver inside of a Faraday cage, in other words, you have your at least one transceiver somewhere where it won't be hit by the EMP, you can still talk to people. But there's no more cell towers. They're all gone. Your phones are fried. Everything's gone, except you can still talk on ham radios if you have one protected against an EMP. So I have one in case the cell power goes out, or I'm stuck somewhere up in the. To go from here to Las Vegas to get to the vet, you have to go up the mountains where there's no cell service. So if you have an emergency, you need to have a handheld amateur radio for an emergency.
Hmm.
And they still connect when everything else is down. Because you're actually a broadcaster. You're actually a radio station.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
you got to have a radio station license to have a ham radio. You're a
Oh,
broadcaster.
that sounds like Germany. For everything, you need a license.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, radio stations and TV stations need a license, and ham radio is literally a radio station. So you have to have a license for it. And you got to take classes, because you have to be careful where you broadcast, so you're not stepping on other kinds of broadcasting, that kind of stuff. So you have to know all about the radio frequencies and where you can broadcast and which ones are dedicated to emergency signals and all that stuff. But you can still have one even if you don't have a license, because in an emergency, it's legal for anyone to use it.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm Googling Starlink stuff.
Yeah.
Now I
I
was
just don't want
interested.
it's interesting, but also the guy that is in charge of that, the one that has the company, is not in the best financial situation. He's a billionaire, but when he bought Twitter, it kind of put him down. So Starlink is, I'm not sure how viable it is as a company, but
Oh my gosh.
what are you doing up there? Huh? What you doing, big boy? Hi, big boy. You're doing it again. Get out of there.
Okay, they say that it should be around 25 milliseconds.
You tell me how you can do that. Tell me how you can do that, sending something
You can do
via
it.
radio.
Just go
Uh,
go on the
uh,
website where you
uh,
can, well, you can also
but
do it with your calculator and
uh,
calculate how long light needs for the distance of
it's not light. It's
500
not light.
kilometer and back.
It's not light. It's a radio wave. There's a difference.
That's the same.
No, it isn't.
No, in space you I explain it
Try,
to you after the live stream, okay?
sure. Try to pass a ham radio license with that concept. It'll never go. What are you doing up there?
We are talking about electromagnetic waves.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and they
What?
all travel with the speed of light, unless
Uh-huh.
they as long as they are in the vacuum.
Well, they're not in a vacuum here. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
that's true, but when it comes to air or so, it's only slowly. GTA says Maxwell's rolling over in his grave, probably.
What you doing up there, little girl? Hi. Quit eating my shoe, monster. Love it. You're not going up there. How many times do I have to tell you? No. Leave him alone. Take your toy. Hi, Dennis.
Oh
Cecil?
yeah, Don
Yeah.
definitely needs a few more hands.
Stop it. Why are you bothering him? Are you done in there? You want out? You do? You want out or not? No, you're still playing. Okay. Still playing. I think he has figured out now when I ask him, do you want out? Because he will try to climb up if he wants out. If he doesn't, he goes back to playing. So he might understand what I'm saying. At least he's figuring out what those tones mean when I talk.
Hmm.
And right now, he's back at playing. What are you doing? You are such a pest today. You need to stop being a pest. You need to stop being a pest. Why do you have to go over and bother him? Why? Let him play. He's having a good time. I'm not going to let you get up there. I'm not going to do it. No. 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 Okay. Good boy. I'm still watching you. Yeah. What are you doing? You big sneak. You big sneak. Yeah. Uh-huh. Don't eat the shoe. No. You're just a little monster today, aren't you? Eh, eh. No. I said no.
Mm. Does Cecil want KK out of the bucket, probably?
I don't think so. I think he just wants to play above KK while KK's down there. And if he's
Mm.
disturbing KK while KK's playing. You're not going to do that. No. No. You're stepping in poop. No. Hi, KK. You want out? KK wants out now. All right. You want out, KK? Yes, I'm restraining you. No. You can wait a minute till he's had a chance to adjust to the bucket being down. Get something on your foot. You okay? Well, he's out now. Now you can go down there if you want to. He came out. KK, you be nice now. KK, be nice.
KK. What a cutie.
Hello, Jazz.
Now I wish I could cuddle the mander.
What are you doing over in the corner, Mander? Hmm?
Mm.
Nobody's coming after you. You're okay.
Well, he sees scary aunties. One gets petted and the other is watching. But he loves to hang out with them.
I was a little concerned about KK, but KK is just looking around right now.
Mm.
Yes, I called your name. I should. I should.
Oh my. Aunties everywhere. So much pink. I think you need a license for that.
Hey, that's my shoe. Stop it. Cut it out. I know you like being petted on the head. She likes being petted on the beak. Picky, picky, picky birds. Cecil, that's my shoe. I want to get shoes that bite back, you know? I'm not going to hold my leg out there forever. Come on. Okay, guys. That arm's tired now. What a face. Yeah, I know. What a face. Hmm. That's the typical look from you guys. I want. Pet me, pet me. Yeah, I know. You're a good girl, though. Yep, somebody lost a crown feather.
Ah, Spirit Matter is here. And we have a new chat on Manu Vlogs.
Hello. Diesel, can you say hello? You can, but you won't.
Yeah, that face is so
Hard to
much
resist that.
mm,
Hard to hard to resist that face.
cornered by Moluccans.
Oh, oh, you're upset with me. I haven't petted you enough, huh? She guesses the way she gets if you pet Sugar and you forget to pet her, she'll
Mm.
throw her feathers, her wings out, and then look at you, look, and act like she's going to bite you. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Um,
That's my
I wonder
shoe.
what the pink birds think. Like, let's put all the white birds in the bucket and afterwards we can pet with them. Oh my. Mm. Yeah, Lisa. Don's shoes are under attack.
He's really got the we got the action going today. He's been Cecil Jekyll Cecil Hyde most of the time. Get in people's faces, cause trouble. That's what he's all about today. Now he's going to play by himself. What are you doing? Waiting your turn? You're getting good at that. Daz isn't so good at waiting your turn. How are you doing? She's funny around Lorelai. She just shoves her face into Lorelai's, and sometimes Lorelai will preen her. Other times Lorelai tries to get away, and once in a while Lorelai will try to chase her off. Leave me alone. I am not your personal groomer. Mhm, mhm.
I think you are.
Look at those faces. Good grief.
Mm. Cheryl Kincaid tells us that she made a bread out of sourdough and she has a machine for it because she cannot knead by hand anymore. Oh, don't worry, but that's great making one's own bread, and sourdough is great.
I would love to have one of the mixers, the expensive mixers that are meant to do dough, but I'm not too sure about the bread machines. It's hard when you've got birds to find one that doesn't have Teflon, but they technically don't get too hot to be a problem. But if something went wrong, they could. So
Maybe she didn't mean bread machine, more like a kneading machine.
yeah, a mixer. You know,
Yep.
they're about a good one's about $350. You can buy the cheaper ones, but they break down. You need a good one. So
I know for bread you need something with power.
I just use my arms, but I'd much rather use a mixer. Just throw everything in there, hit the button. So, hey,
Oh,
oh, did she try to steal your spot? Is that what you're saying? This is my spot right now. I'm getting petted. Oh, you're not. You're asking for trouble. Jasmine doesn't like that. Jasmine doesn't like that.
is
What?
that Manda coming over or is that Shuggy?
That's sugar. I'm
Shuggy,
just get,
Jazzbird.
I'm getting closer to make sure I get petted.
Mm.
It's two.
Oh my, your aunties.
Okay, that's enough petting. We don't want to do more than 5 or 10 minutes. That's for sure. You guys are going to have to do without the petting for a while.
Mm.
Sugar says I'm already bonded to you. What's the problem? I don't have infinite
She
strength.
said, Cheryl says it's a bread machine and it's stainless steel.
Yeah, there's a few of them. I've looked at them, but
Now that's
would be
great.
would be nice to have, especially for sourdough, because what you buy in the stores now, most of it isn't real sourdough. I mean, it's got sourdough in it, but I mean, it doesn't taste like sourdough when you make it yourself. All bread tastes better when you bake it. But what?
Shuggy wonders if they
Hi,
have
hi,
outdoor
hi.
fries. Oh, Jasmine. I know you are shook. Hmm? A fry maker.
That's everything that you look at. You have to look for stainless steel with no Teflon, so no PTFE.
Mm. Spirit Matter would like to know what happens if you pet them longer than 10 minutes.
Well, if you're petting them too long, I don't want people to get the idea to do that because what happens is that you can get them bonded to you, and once you have a bird bonded to you, you have to live by their rules. And sometimes that means you get bit because they're trying to protect you from a friend or you didn't understand that you're doing something wrong in their world. So to avoid becoming bonded is the number one reason not to pet them too long.
Oh my, aunties. Being funny with each other.
Yeah, I knew this one guy he did that to his wife. Every time she'd get a bird, he'd take the bird and start petting it and petting it and petting it, and then get the bird bonded to him, and then the bird wouldn't have anything to do with his wife. Now that can be fixed, but I mean he was intentionally doing it. Um, so he never had a bird around her that wasn't his, no matter how much she tried. And it was again by just petting them improperly, petting them too long. Um, but sometimes they just choose to be bonded to you, like Pippa. She took one look at me, and that was it. Um, I told her she needed glasses, but uh-huh. Oh no, now you're upset because I didn't pet you, and now you're going to make it so I can't pet you. See how you are? I see you, sugar.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. See, she's upset with me, so I I've petted you guys too long.
And it's funny how
They can,
Manda tries to also steal some pets away.
yeah,
How's
he's
Bucket
concerned.
Boy?
He's just playing over on the bucket.
And the other Bucket Boy?
He's just at the far end looking around outside.
No, wait. Is KK now back there? Mm.
Yep.
Ah.
Commander's concerned about that, so he's watching KK just in case.
Mm.
When KK first got here, the man chasing Mander was the thing. If Mander had just sauntered along like he didn't care, it wouldn't have been an issue. But he was always running like he was scared to death, and that made KK aggressive. So, no, no, that's enough. That's enough. You've had enough. I see disagreement in their eyes. It's a strange game, it seems. Well, I'm not going to pet you anymore. You've had enough.
Why?
Well, they unfortunately I know they can con me, so I have to try to keep my hand on the chair and hold on to it so I don't just automatically start petting them. So they'll go back to doing something else. Otherwise, they'll just constantly want to be petted.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, Jazz is not happy with me, so I stopped petting her. I can see it in your eyes. They're oval shaped. See the oval shape in the eyes instead of nice and round. That's He's supposed to be petting me, and he's not. There's round eyes. You got to learn the two because if they're oval shaped, you might be facing some trouble. So kind of like when people squint at you, like, "What did you say?" You think of it that way, you save yourself from getting a nip here and there. And she's definitely in a mood. Oh, boy, Loose Bird, what are you doing up there, kid? Hey, Lucy, Lucy Bird. Hey, man, they eventually give up. Well, folks, it's that time again. I'm going to hang out with the birds for another few hours. And thanks for being here.
Thanks for the live stream, Don.
Thanks, Amy, for moderating. And we will. You say goodbye. Say goodbye, big boy. Say goodbye.
Yeah, we are happy that Mander showed up today. Thanks, Mander.